Friday, December 18th, 2020, Maneco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. So I've seen some comments, people saying, oh, you're not covering Bitcoin, you're losing credibility, you never talk about Bitcoin. Well, I just did a search of all my videos on the YouTube studio, and I typed Bitcoin under content, and I've done 85 videos where the title includes Bitcoin. And the latest video I made about Bitcoin, gold and silver, was back in October 24th, and the title was Bitcoin or Gold and Silver. If you want to know how I feel about Bitcoin compared to gold and silver, you should watch that video. I'm going to put it up in the cards. Yes, the Bitcoin price has gone up quite a bit. We've broken through the 2017 high, around 20,000. I think we're around 23,000 now. Has anything changed to Bitcoin and the idea of Bitcoin? No, it's just that more people want to get on board, and that's driving up the price. But the main thing I said about Bitcoin and why I prefer the monetary metals is that gold and silver give me peace of mind. I know that for the last 2,500, 3,000 years, we've had natural disasters, we've had wars, we've had pestilence, we've had fall of empires, whatever disaster you want to go through, and gold and silver have survived. And my problem with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in particular, yes, they do mirror a sound money system. And of course, systems are created by man. But gold and silver actually don't have to be in the system to act as money. The system was developed after gold and silver became money by man. And that's why I have a problem with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, is that it was created by man, right? Satoshi Nakamoto, whether he was one individual or a group of people, we don't really know. It's like the Q people. Some people say that Q is one person. Some people say that it's a group of people. And I'm not going to go into Q. It's just an analogy. So yeah, peace of mind that it's something that I can hold, gold and silver. There is a silver coin, a gold coin. And that's the problem. That's been the problem with money as technology has evolved. Men or humans think that you can get away with having virtual money because it's not something you consume, so you can keep it stored. and that's how problems evolve from systems like the goldsmiths. People didn't want their gold or silver all the time because you don't consume it, so they would leave it there. So they found that they could create virtual money, put it on a piece of paper. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin, even though it's based on a program that's open source, right? That takes effort, mental effort. So yeah, that's the way I view it. And I said in that video, yes, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and others might go 10x or 20x, but that's not my concern on this channel. On this channel, my concern is giving information about how a sound money system would be, or what sound money really is, and how people have to be their own central bankers. With Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, you're not really your own central banker. You might keep it in a digital wallet, but that wallet is run by someone else. And if you want to also access your Bitcoin or whatever other cryptocurrency, maybe send it to someone else. You're dependent on the block producers. With gold and silver, you're not dependent on anyone. You can go to Mr. Smith and give him the silver coin. There's no counterparty there. The other thing that bothers me is that the financial system has become too much based on thin air, and cryptocurrencies remind me of that. And you might also think that the fact that there's only 21 million Bitcoins that are ever going to be mined is a good thing. I actually personally think it could be a problem, because even though money has to be rare, it has to be sufficiently abundant for it to be useful. And that's why, like, Picassos are not money. Even though they're very valuable, there's not enough of them. And with gold, even though people mine gold every year, for some reason, the amount of gold, even though technology has advanced, the amount of gold mined and the population and development of the world has, for some reason, perfectly matched the needs for money. And yes, and that's why gold is money. And that's why silver is not as perfect a money or as a store of wealth as gold. So that's how I see it. What else, apart from the fact that I think it's too scarce? Well, it's like I'm a golfer. I would love to play Augusta National Golf Club, where they play the Masters. And why? Well, because it's a special place. It's a golf course built and a club built by Bobby Jones, who was the greatest amateur golfer back in the 20s. And he started this tournament that became really popular. The best golfers in the world want to win. And yeah, I'd love to play that course, but it's a very exclusive club. I haven't gotten around to playing it. Maybe one day I will, but it doesn't mean that playing a virtual Augusta National game would match playing Augusta National. And I think that's what Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are. Yes, they kind of match the qualities of money, but they're just virtual. They're not real. As I said in the video, I've been looking and dealing with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies since 2012. And I've published all my videos virtually on blockchain-based platforms like Steemit, BitChute, Hive, DTube. So I have earned those cryptocurrencies, and I have used Bitcoin as a way to turn over those cryptocurrencies into fiat, to have some kind of income from that. So that's served me well. And I think that's the most important thing financially for people, is to have a steady income, to do something productive. And sometimes I feel cryptocurrencies are too speculative. You will see a lot of people in the crypto space talking about such and such coin going to the moon, that they're going to buy a Lambo or a Ferrari. And I think that's the wrong way to look at it. Yes, greed. We are greedy human beings, but we can't let greed get the best of us, because we can be here for a long time on the planet, and I think we need to be productive for that time. So that's how I see it. I'm not trying to ignore it. The reason maybe I haven't been talking about it is because gold and silver have been doing really well as well, and I'm covering that mostly. I'm still committed to informing people about the qualities of gold and silver, and the opposite in terms of quality of our current monetary system. I've made a video recently as well, November 10th, give me Bitcoin over central bank digital currencies any day of the week. So I do talk about Bitcoin. I recommend those people who think I don't, to go onto my YouTube channel under video and just type Bitcoin and search and have a look. And what about the altcoins? Well, the altcoins are just derivations of Bitcoin. It's an improved Bitcoin, so to speak, where people write up applications on top of it. But it's still in its infancy. The applications are still getting developed. Some of them work, some of them don't. And my advice for those who'd be also interested in getting involved in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is to do their homework, to make sure they know the fundamentals of this business, if you want to call it that. That's what I would do. Learn about private wallets, about always updating your wallet and everything else, because that's the other thing I talk about in the video. I'm not going to go through it here again. So what about in terms of price? Where could Bitcoin go? Well, I don't know. And that's the thing. Up until 2017, no one knew where Bitcoin could go. So we found out that it went almost to 20,000. Now, of course, after that, it went back down to 3,000 or thereabouts. We knew that potentially we could go back to 20,000, but now I guess the sky's the limit. We're at 23. It could go to 25. It could go back down and retest 13,000 or something like that, which was an important resistance in the last few months. Who knows? My preference in a free market, people should be able to choose, and I choose still the monetary metals. That's my preference. Yes. Am I missing making loads of fiat? Maybe I am, but as I said in my previous video, the most important thing for me is peace of mind. So there you go. Let's look at where the markets are then this morning. As I said, Bitcoin is around 23,000. It's 8:25 a.m. Gold and silver did well yesterday. Maybe not as well. The bullion, maybe not as well as cryptocurrencies, but the mining shares are doing very well. I think the miners that I own probably up at least 15% this week. Maybe some are up 20%. So we're seeing a little bit of a correction down in gold and silver, which is normal, of course. And we know that gold and silver are kind of manipulated. The powers that be, the bankers, have more control over gold and silver, but they don't have total control. If they did, we'd still be at $35 or even $20.67 an ounce, right? So right now we're at $18.79 spot gold, down about $6. Range has been $18.87 to $18.77. Silver, yeah, we closed above 26 yesterday, which was a key resistance. And right now, though, we're down about 34 cents. At 25.70, I still think the precious metals are looking good. Just seeing a little bit of profit taking. Maybe the bullion banks shorting a bit more. So it's down 1.3%. Range has been 26.09 to 25.63. The stock markets are down slightly. The Dow is down 0.1%. S&P future is down 2 points. NASDAQ 100 futures down 0.1%. We're seeing the pound drop a little bit here this morning. There's a little less certainty about whether there will be a Brexit deal. I don't think there will be a deal. The UK will leave without a deal. It's a possibility as well that they extend the negotiations, but I don't think that would be such a good idea for the government to do that. Be as it may, we're down 1/3%, sterling at 135.40 versus the dollar, of course. The euro is unchanged, 122.60. Dollar's up almost 0.5% versus the yen. That's probably what's helping a little bit the dollar versus gold. Dollar's at 103.56 versus the yen. Dollar's up slightly versus the yuan at 6.52. High grade copper up almost 1%. at 363. So the commodities continue to do well. Crude oil is unchanged at 48.52. And to finish off, the 10-year yield right now is at 0.93. So that's virtually unchanged. So there you go. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Please share it far and wide. Think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't yet. And you can also follow me on Twitter, Parler, and all these other blockchain platforms below. I wish you all a great Friday. Take care. Bye.